Hey everybody, how you doing? This is about to be a really fun video. Out at the range today with heavy metal. This one I'm going to get straight to the point, otherwise the video is going to be way too long. Out here at the range I've got a Bergara MGLite in 6.5 Creedmoor. This is new for Bergara. It is meant to be a ultralight, precision, packable, hunting, boolite slinger. You pick it up, these come in at only 6.5 pounds. Take a look at it. It's their cured carbon barrel. This one came with a muzzle brake, magnesium XLR chassis, carbon fiber grip, carbon fiber buttstock, all that put together, a super light package. Today I am doing a factory load testing to see if we can figure out what this Bergara likes the best. This is my buddy's boolite slinger. So I'm going to show you up close here in just a second, but I'm going to do a 3-shot group of all of these loadings. Every single time I'm going to do a wet patch and a dry patch in between and let it cool, so he'll absolutely know, at least have a ballpark. If he can't find any of these exactly, well shoot, if he can't find them I'll give him a box. But we need to know for my buddy's Bergara what it likes the best. We're going to try to figure that out today. Like I said, we're going to do our due diligence, clean it, let it cool every time, and we'll just see what we can do with it. Hopefully at the end of today we will have one of these or more that's doing a really good group for us at 100 yards. Bergara has the sub 1 MOA guarantee with quality factory ammo like most manufacturers do these days. But on top he's got a Crimson Trace Hardline Pro, exact same one I got on my 338 Lapua, so real good piece of glass on here. Y'all know I like Crimson Trace. Let's get to it. Let me show you the boolites here, then we're going to go back to 100 and just get to it. I'm going to edit it so it's not a long video and we'll just see the good parts. But again, we're going to let it cool every time, make sure the heat's not messing up our groups. And yeah, let me show you the boolites here, then I'll meet you back in 100 yards. Alright, here's what we're going to try here. We got Norma Whitetail in 140 grain, Norma Evo Strike in 93 grain, Hornady full bore in 120 grain, Winchester Deer Season XP 125s, Winchester White Box 125s. Then we got some Hornady Black 140s. I would go ahead and guess that it's probably going to like these the best, but we'll find out. Hornady Match 140 ELDs, Hornady American Whitetail 129s, Barnes Vortex 120s, and these Aguilas in 140 grain. So comment down below what you think this Bergara is going to like best. I think out of all these we're probably going to find one that this baby likes pretty good. Now this is meant to be a precision hunting packable rig, so a good select of these are hunting boolites. Most of them are. So let's get it set up, feed this baby some boolites, and I'll meet you back at the 100-yard bench. Alright, so here we go. Back at 100. Like I said, we are really going to do our due diligence and take our time on this video. This is not mine, it's my buddy's. So we're going to let the barrel cool for every single loading. And I'm going to clean the barrel for every single loading. That way we'll try to take out all of the variables. I know he's going to take this hunting, and we don't want him to miss an elk or a deer because of me. So that being said, here's our first take with the Hornady Black 140 grain. My guess is that these are going to group the best, but you never know. A lot of times what I guess is actually the worst. But let's see what it does with this Hornady Black. Take my time on all this. I'm going to edit out the slow parts, but I'm absolutely taking my time on every single squeeze here. Let's see how it likes this Hornady Black. It's also worth mentioning, I sighted this in with some Aguila, so we're not looking for bullseyes, we're just looking at the groups. And that bolt is smooth. 2 more with the Hornady Black here. Looking so good so far, about a 1/2 inch group. Those circles down there are pennies that I traced, which is 3/4 of an inch. So let's send this third one with the black. Same hole, guys. So, like I said, I'm going to go clean this quick. This is going to be a lot of work to edit this, but like I said, I want to do my absolute best for my buddy. This is a really nice precision rig. Appreciate him letting me take it for a spin. So we're going to do our due diligence. I'm going to go clean this out and we'll head on. Next one's going to be the American Whitetail 129 grain, but I'm pretty sure we just won with that black. That was a fantastic group. But we brought all these blue lights out here to test them, so let's go test the rest of them. I'll be right back. Might as well show you what I'm doing back here, but in between each loading I'm putting it up here in the shade and I'm running a wet patch of rim oil and then a dry patch, and that's how we're running it. But let's go back to 100 here. We'll give this another second. After running the patches, this barrel is absolutely cool again. Can't even feel any warmth, and we probably had it up here 5 minutes. So we're going to do this routine with the rim oil, wet patch, dry patch between every single one. But so far, I'm really impressed with those Hornady blacks. Alright, now, whoo boys, it is 100 degrees out here today in Tennessee. Next is these Hornady American Whitetails. These are 129 grain interlocks. Now, I have not had good luck with these out of any 6.5, so I kind of don't have high expectations with these. My 6.5 loves these Hornady blacks, that's why I guessed it would do best. But same thing, see what we can do. Slow down, I'll just show you guys the hits. Still bullseye with that load. Oh, boys and girls. Boys and girls, boys and girls. I like it. So, that's respectable right there. That's a 3/4 of an inch group out of that Hornady American Whitetail. Let's go on to the next one. I'm going to clean it. Be right back. Same thing. Alright, on to the next one. Next we got this Barnes Vortex. I think I wrote on the thing Trent, but Matt is the one who sent us in this Barnes, so appreciate you, Matt. Let's see if this Bergara likes this Barnes Vortex stuff. Good squeeze there. We had 2 of those touching. Interesting. Well, let's go clean it. Alright, next we got this 140 grain Hornady match. ELDs, pretty common stuff when we go to send them long range. This is a lot of times the stuff that we grab, especially for 6.5 Creedmoor. So, let's see what happens. It's the same grain weight as those Hornady blacks that did really good, so let's see if this Bergara likes the 140 grain match. Oh yeah! Another 3/4 inch group, guys. Let's go clean it. What we got now? Norma Whitetail. Did I tell you guys it's hot out today? It's hot. These are 140 grainers. I've had good luck with these in the past. There we go. Let's see what the Bergara thinks. Norma Whitetail, 140 grainers. I don't think we've had a terrible group yet. That's a 3/4 of an inch group right there. Let's go let it cool here. Alright, now for this one we got some Norma Evo Strike. I never know what to think about this stuff. It's super light, lead free, 93 grain, so lightest by far. I would expect somewhat of a point of impact shift from everything else, the heavier, but you never know. Let's load up these Norma Evo Strikes and send 3 of these downrange, see what happens. Point of impact is still the same on bullseye there, guys. That's interesting. With a 93 grain projectile. See how it groups. Same hole right there. That's probably a 0.6 group all day, but go clean it again. All right, clean barrel, back again. Next is this Hornady full bore 120 grain, and I'll tell you straight up, I've never had any luck with this stuff. Every 6.5 I've put it in has hated it, so we'll see what this Bergara thinks. And the Bergara's hitting bullseye, of course, right after I say that. So, yeah, this Bergara is A-OK in my book. 2 thumbs up. That's still inside a 1-inch group. Not bad, not bad. Let's go clean it again. Alright, now we got 3 of these 125 grain Winchester deer season XPs. That's definitely some of the more affordable boulots here. Bullseye, man. That's still under a 1-inch group. I think we got 2 more maybe. Let's go clean it again and keep on trucking. Alright, y'all. We got 2 left. One, I'm gonna cheat. I sighted in this Bergara with this Aguila 140 grain, and I already filmed it in another video, so let me pop that group up here real quick. Another good squeeze. So yeah, this MGLite 100% does not like this Aguila stuff. Those both look like 2-inch groups. So you saw there, this Bergara does not like that Aguila stuff. But, oh man, well, thought we were going to group test this one, but I've only got 1 round left. All the rest of them are shot. So this Winchester 125, I'll go ahead and send this last one that I got, just to give us a reference if it shifts the point of impact from everything else. But only got 1 boulat. We'll still see where it impacts at 100. It's still right in there, so this Bergara, she's a good one. I'm here to tell you. Alright guys, so back at the house, I just measured all of those 3-shot groups with the calibers. We're going to get right to it. I don't want this to be a terribly long video, but we did our due diligence for this Bergara MGLite, and I definitely wanted to slow down and do a factory boulat test for my buddy so we could see what his boulat slinger liked the best. Here we go. I'm going to go from worst to best. Interestingly enough, every single factory loading we got less than a 1-inch group, with the exception of the Aguila that this Bergara was sighted in with, which I sighted it in. But worst to best, outside of that Aguila was 1.9 inches. Worst, the worst. Check this out, guys. The Hornady full bore, which out of all the 6.5 Creedmoors I've fed this, most did not like this. The Bergara still got a 0.8 inch group at 100 yards with that Hornady full bore. I'm impressed. The eighth best, the worst, was a 0.8 inch group. I think we can all say right now that Bergara MGLite is pretty awesome. Next, in 7th place, I'm going to go ahead and call that out on all these plates. I wrote it down what place they got. 7th place, those Barnes Vortex, 120 grain, a little bit lighter than average for 6.5 Creedmoor. 2 touching, and 1 over here got us a 0.824 inch group. 2 touching, 1 over there, still a 0.8 inch group. with the Barnes Vortex 120 grainers. Next, in 6th place. 6th place, we got a 0.7 inch group, guys. Most people would say, whoa, that's crazy good, myself included. That's the 6th best, guys. So that Bergara really did really good with a whole lot of things, which does not happen very often. I do these type of tests a lot, you guys. If you're interested in other calibers, 270, 30-06, 22, 250, you name it, we've probably done something similar to this, but I've never had one that took 8 different factory loadings at 0.8 inches and better. Absolutely incredible. But hats off to Bergara. 6th best, the Hornady American Whitetail 129 grain. Pay attention to the projectile weight on these. 6th place with a .795 is the Hornady American Whitetail at 100 yards. That's pretty impressive. 5th place. What was 5th place, guys? Norma Whitetail 140 grain. That's actually a lead nose round, not one that I would call a precision or high BC. It's kind of middle of the road. 5th place, .667 inch group. Pretty impressive for being 5th place too. I would call this awesome. If you'd show me this, I'd say that's an incredible group. That's 5th place, guys. 4th place, Hornady Black 140 grain Hornady Black. This is the one that I assumed or guessed would do the best. We had 2 pretty much in the exact same hole and 1 still pretty close. 4th place coming in at a .586 inch group, 140 grain. What was 3rd? What did we get for 3rd place? Hornady Match. So this is a high BC round. If we're going to go take this out to 1,000 yards, based on the results here and the BC, I'd probably pick this one. Hornady Match 140 grain, another 140 grainer with a .570 inch group at 100 yards. That's 3rd place, guys. 2nd place, Winchester Deer Season XP, the cheapest ammo, got 2nd place. Will you believe that or not? A lot of times, if you go into Walmart and look for ammo, this is the stuff they have. Winchester Deer Season XP, 125 grain, a little bit lighter than average, I'd say, for 6.5 Creedmoor, but 2nd place, a .541 inch group. Also, I'm going to call out, if you look at these real quick, the point of impact did not shift much at all, which is also rather interesting. We're pretty much hitting dead nuts center on almost everything. That's kind of incredible. I would not guess that. You know, normally you're switching stuff. You can't just buy one box and buy another box and it hit the same spot. But hey, the proof is in the footage here, guys. That's 8 different type of factory loadings we stayed sighted in, which is interesting. It's very interesting. But 2nd place, Winchester Deer Season XP, 125 grain, .541. What's left? What got 1st place? Coming in at a .4 inch group. 0.4 inch group. That's getting into the mind-blowing realm, okay? Would not have guessed this. Never would have guessed it. But that's what happened. Very, I'd call it light for caliber. Norma Evo Strike, 93 grain. Came in 2 in the same hole and 1 very close with a .482 inch. Put that up beside my pinky nail there. Man, that's a pinky nail size group. Norma Evo Strike wins this video on the Bergara MGLite. 100-yard groups. Pretty awesome. But hey guys, let me know what you think. The Bergara MGLite, hands down, the proof is in the results, guys. If you want to know more about the Bergara, go super deep, high in detail into that MGLite, go check out my buddy Gavin at the Ultimate Reloader channel. He did a super in-depth video on this Bergara MGLite. Trigger pull, weight, all kinds of stuff. Go check out his video. I'll try to remember to put a link up right here that pops up. But Bergara MGLite, lightweight, precision, packable, hunting, boolite slinger rig. Absolutely love it. When it makes me look good with groups like these, and groups like these, you guys saw the tape. It's hard to knock it. It's definitely not a cheap one, but appreciate my buddy giving me the opportunity to make this video. We really went slow on this one. Did the best we could, letting the barrel cool, cleaning it every time, so we could try to get the purest results for what his Bergara MGLite liked the best. Really, it likes almost everything. Seriously, if you can get under a 1-inch group, I'm comfortable taking that stuff out to 1,000. But hey, it likes a whole bunch of stuff, and now he knows he can go find whatever, and probably do really good catching deers with it, or elk, or whatever else he wants to chase with it. But appreciate y'all watching. Stay tuned for a whole lot more videos. Make sure you're subscribed. We have stuff like this coming out every single day of the week for the rest of the time, probably. Appreciate y'all. Let me know what you want to see next time. We'll see you on the next one. Bergara MGLite, it's awesome. Hoo-doo!
Load it up and get it on as soon as you can. 30-06, 10 mil, 50 cap. It don't make a difference, man. We like to